Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of With the Boys podcast. Come and hang out with the boys. Today we have my homie, my friend, and he's part of my team as well on a networking group called The Tip, Mac Pitts.
Thank you for having me, man. This is fun.
Yeah, man, I'm excited to have you.
Yeah,
We've been planning to do this for a while, and we finally, our schedules worked out.
it worked out. It's a Friday afternoon. You got
Having
me
a
a beer
beer.
for happy hour,
Yeah,
man. What could
yeah.
be better?
I will join you with the drinks, but right now I'm trying the 75 hard, and I just cannot drink.
Yep.
I
No, we
wish I
talked
could.
about that. You're sending that to me afterwards so I can start that.
Yeah, so you can start. Not today, though.
No. Come on, clearly. It's a problem for tomorrow.
Come on, yeah, you can start maybe Monday.
Maybe Monday. We'll see.
Monday sounds
We'll
more
see.
like. No, it's a great challenge. You know, has kept me like disciplined. So my body feels great. Let's see what happens after the 75
Yeah,
days.
yeah, exactly, yeah.
Play my keep days.
Yeah.
That's good, man. You know, I'm glad you come here. Let's have a good time. Let's have a good chat. Let's talk business. Let's talk sports. You know, let's talk whatever the conversation leads us to. Just real quick before we start this, the would you rather questions, because I like to ask would you rather questions just to kind of break the ice. Just give a little introduction of what you do, what's your business, and all that, so people know exactly.
So why I do what I do, I'd say I just like people. It's funny, like growing up, I was the kid who always wanted to be at the adults table. Like there were kids older than me at the kids table.
Yeah.
And I remember my mom, because my mom's always been in sales. She was in marketing sales for 30, 40 years. She looked at me, she's like, you're going to be in sales one day, you just don't know it. And I, classic kid response, like, no, let me do what I want to do. I don't have to do what you do. She's like, no, you don't get it. You're going to be in sales.
What do you want it to be as a kid?
I wanted to be a pro hockey player.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean,
Cool.
I've dreamt of playing hockey in college, going pro.
Get into fights in the ice.
I grew up living in an ice rink, man. That was
Okay.
my sport. That was my passion.
Oh,
That was my
shit.
home away from home. So that's where I got the competitive aspect.
Nice.
And then fast forward to college, I studied math. Cause
Math?
yeah, like I majored in math.
Okay.
Yeah, I was good at high school math, but I hated writing papers. I hated reading books like for
For a
assignments.
second, I thought you said meth.
No. That's where I got my degree from Breaking Bad. So we're good there.
Okay, that's after.
Yeah,
That's
yeah, that's fine. But the math helps me with the math. But
Yeah.
no, so I realized how freaking hard math is too.
Yeah.
But I started looking at career paths, and I wanted to go into actuarial science and be an actuary. So it's kind of similar to underwriting and insurance, but it's basically risk analysis.
Okay.
The more I looked into it, the more I realized I would be kind of in a room, maybe one window, and just getting papers shoved under my desk, not talking to people. So I decided to go a different route and actually try to get into the insurance industry still. Ended up getting a job at Staples Business Advantage. So it was just B2B office supplies, vendor sales.
Yeah.
I sold memberships. I didn't actually sell the supplies. I sold the relationship.
Uh-huh.
I've never looked back from sales. I got to be out and about. Didn't like being stuck behind a desk from 8 to 5. I like being with people.
Uh-huh.
And so I've kind of worked through different sales jobs. And then I was actually referred to Paychex, which is where I'm at now, by a current employee at Paychex who actually we used to work together in the marketing industry. And she just described how happy she was. It was during COVID. I was looking to make a change, and I haven't looked back. I mean,
Yeah.
as far as what I've done sales-wise, I think payroll is probably the dullest product
Yeah.
I've sold, and I've sold office supplies.
Yeah.
But this is the most fun I've ever had because of the people
Really?
I get to work with, the team, stuff like that, and just the groove I've gotten in, and who it's made me a hell of a lot smarter.
Really?
Because I'm working with banks and working with CPAs. I just didn't realize how much I didn't know until I started this job too, and it's
Cool.
really kind of helped me grow from that aspect too. But
Nice. And that kind of the challenge too, right? I'm guessing.
yeah, and that's when we talk about the competitive aspect of hockey, that's what I love about sales too. I'm in control of my own destiny.
Yeah.
So if I don't want to work, I don't have to work that hard, but
Yeah.
I might not make as much money.
Exactly.
And I don't really have that bone in my body. So yeah, having that competitive edge has helped me and just kept me, wanting to go for that next challenge. If I get kicked down, wanting to get back up,
Yeah.
I mean, this, how many times do we get told no all the time? It's
Every day.
Years ago that might have upset me. Now it kind of puts a smile on my face.
Yeah.
It's I enjoy that
Enjoy
challenge. Yeah.
You know what? Quoting a good friend of ours, Rick Vasa, he said something, and when he was here as a guest on the podcast, he said, it reminds me of what you're saying right now, because he said, like being a salesperson or having a business is not for everybody, and it does require a mindset. And he's like, he told me like, pay attention. All business owners, like most of them, or like salespersons, like they are extremely competitive. Like they enjoy the game. They like. I have another friend. He said like, I enjoy the hunt. I close the deal. Yes, I'm happy. I get money.
Yeah.
But the excitement of closing the deal is what gets me like, oh, excited. The hunt.
Well, and it's interesting. Like when I think about relaying it back to sports, for example, it sucked losing a game. I hated it.
Yeah.
But you can bet your ass I was going to do whatever I can to not make the same mistakes next game. So I've applied a lot of that to business. So yeah, I get a no, but it's like, okay, why? Why did I get a no? Mm-hmm. What did I do wrong? If I didn't, it's like, all right, move on.
Yeah.
But there's always room for improvement, and it does take that mindset. It's you don't win and lose, you win and learn.
Exactly. And there's something very like crucial when you do sales, because I do the sales for my own company. Mm-hmm. I have my own sales rep right now. You know? So something that it's very important to keep in mind when people say like, oh, I'm not a salesperson. You kind of are. We all sell.
Everyone's selling something. Everyone's selling something.
Exactly. It's just that when people say like, oh, I'm not into sales. I'm not a salesperson. I don't want to sell salesy. What I think they mean is like sometimes people don't know when to take a no, right? So you have to kind of learn your market and say like, okay, my product is not for everybody. And like I read the Way of the Wolf. I don't know if you ever read that book. You know, from the Wolf of Wall Street. He has a book, and I read it. And he says like, score your people you talk to from 1 to 10. If and like an interest on your product. If they're above 7, I'm sorry, 6 to 10, then it's like the closer you get to 10, the more certain you are. It's called the certainty scale, I think, or rate, something like that. So the closer you get to 10 is the more certain he's gonna buy your product, or that person is gonna buy your product. So if you see that he's like 6 and below, don't waste your time.
Well, and it's and outside of even sales, but kind of what you're talking about, and I've learned this too. But in life in general, like you break up your time and you spend your time where you want to spend your time. So like when I relate it to sales, generally you're probably spending 70% of your time on maybe 25% of the people you talk to, because you know they're more likely to buy from you. I kind of take that approach with life too. I don't have a massive group of friends.
Yeah.
But the friends I do have, I take a bullet for them. I'm a quality over quantity, and I kind of take that with business and, in life.
Yeah.
Granted, sales, you're always going to have that quantity. You got to make the calls and stuff, but I've learned to recognize, like you said, recognize the signs. Like, okay, stop chasing. They're not going to buy from you.
Yeah.
Move on.
Don't convince them.
And I don't like doing that. Like trying to force someone, because then you're going to end up having to pick up the pieces anyway. I want to sell a solution.
Yeah.
I don't want to be part of the problem.
Exactly. And then it's like if they, let's say, they will feel annoyed after a while if you keep like trying to push and you're just trying to convince them. Like, don't convince them, just show them value. And if they see the value and there's something that they like, they'll buy it from you. And it has happened to me. The clients that I talked to like 6 months, 7 months ago, like they reach out to me, because I offer them, I present them my services, the value that I bring. And then after that, it's like, I'm pretty sure they went with somebody else, maybe cheaper. Maybe they pay less. But then they come back again. It's like, oh, I remember that guy. He was charging a little more, but he kind of seemed to know what he was talking about.
You get what you pay for, right?
Exactly. You get what you pay for, so.
Well, and sometimes, too, it's about timing, right? Like, sometimes someone says no, and it's like, look, I get the value, but let's talk in 3
they're
6
not ready,
months, and that's fine. We got to recognize that too.
Yeah, right? And just like know when to move on and stuff like that, and just keep them in mind. Maybe reach out to them again, put them on your system. You have CRM system, just put them back in there. Like 6 months, I'm gonna reach out to this guy again.
And if you made an impact, they'll remember you when you call. They'll remember you
100%,
if you made So regardless, people buy from people, and I believe in that.
Yeah, the guy with the accent.
Yeah, that guy. I remember him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's awesome, man. Okay, so that's good, bro. So let's do the Would You Rather real quick, because I think it's a pretty cool like game to do. Just
lay it on me.
Like put some fun into it. So let me start with the first one. Okay. So I just Googled this guy. So okay, don't judge, and if you do,
I'm judging.
It's okay. If you do, it's fine. I don't.
I'm judging for sure.
100%. All right. So number one, would you rather be the star of a bad team or an average player on an team.
Elite team every time. Elite team.
Yeah.
Every time.
Why?
Well, one, I've done it.
Okay.
I've been both of those before. I'd take winning every time.
Yeah.
I don't care if I've got 3 goals or, whatever stats. Losing sucks, regardless how good you are.
Yeah.
So
And it looks way better on your resume, right? Because, like, let's say I don't know, you move to another team or whatever. It's like, oh, he was in this team. This team is good. They always win. Rather than like, yeah, he was a big fish in a small pond.
yeah, and I mean, look, I don't want to be the person that's dragging a good team down, right? But as long as you're playing a part of that, I'd take that. Being a part of a winning team or walking into a winning locker room, that's a good feeling.
That's a great feeling.
It does. If you're the star and you're on a bad team, you're walking in the locker room, everyone's still pouting.
It's so sad.
Yeah, it still sucks. It still sucks, regardless.
Yeah. Losing is losing.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
100%.
It doesn't matter if you're good or not. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to be the smartest person in the room.
Yeah, you gotta be the one that listens, learns, analyzes.
I want to surround myself with people smarter than me.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can improve, become better. I like that. Would you rather win the MVP award or a team championship?
Championship, 100%.
That's kind of go back to what we were saying right now.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because you can be the MVP, but I don't know, you play with this Celtics. I'm just kidding.
Dude, I don't know. I'm a Nuggets fan. My guys are still in it.
Yeah, actually kick your ass. Whatever. So why Nuggets?
Denver. I was born in Colorado.
You're in. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I mean they're doing good.
It's fun to watch. It's fun to watch.
They were not.
Sorry, I forgot.
They're the underdogs, right?
I forgot my broom for the sweep of the Lakers. Yeah.
Dude, that hurts. Yeah.
It's
okay. It's okay.
But you watch how they play. I mean, they've got a guy who's been the MVP. Listen to his interviews, right? Like they throw a stat. You're the first guy to do this in the finals. He's like, so?
Yeah.
He's like, we won.
Yeah.
Like that's all and that's that type of, kind of team mentality.
Yeah.
But he's a big reason why they won. He doesn't care though, as long as they win. He doesn't care who does it.
Yeah.
So
that's good, man. I'm a Lakers fan. Laker Nation. I'm all about that. I'm not a big LeBron fan. I know some people won't like that, but I am not a big LeBron fan. He's on Lakers now, so I'm kind of like, okay, you're Lakers. I support you. Do I think he's the greatest of all time? I don't think so. But
people need to drop that debate.
Who
cares? It's unfair to them. Just enjoy good basketball.
Exactly.
You got one of the best,
Yeah,
and he's on your team.
I do think he's one of the best right now.
Okay.
I do not think that he's the GOAT, but that can be a discussion for another day.
Yeah,
right?
then enjoy that. Enjoy what you got right now.
Exactly, like Stephen Curry. I like Stephen Curry a lot.
But you can't not enjoy like what he does on the court.
Dude, both of them, they do great things. What's the name of the guy from the Heat?
Jimmy Butler?
Yeah.
But and it's just really cool to see. I mean, so coming from a kid who dreamed of being a pro hockey player, to see like people that they're human, right? They're human, but they're great, man.
Yeah.
Like a LeBron, and he's 40 or however old
40,
he is. Like,
something like that.
That's crazy, So you gotta, regardless, you gotta appreciate, you gotta respect.
100%. Like, that's why we love like athletes, because they kind of live the dream that we wanted to live.
Exactly.
Right? It's like, oh man, I wish I would be like that tall.
You got
as a basketball player.
Hey, you and me both, dude. Yeah. I think you got me by a couple inches. Yeah.
I was like, oh man, I wish I was that tall.
I never dreamt of being a pro NBA player. I'll say that. Yeah, that's out of the question.
I know, right? Yeah, I know. Well, hockey, you can, right?
Yeah, I can.
There's a big dudes there too.
Yeah, you got to work. Well, that's the other thing. You got to work a little bit harder as a short guy. So
yeah, that's true.
I enjoyed that too.
That's the challenge. That's what we're talking about. Challenge. You love challenge.
Yeah. You
I
put this much energy into a guy this small.
What about soccer? You like soccer?
I am so uncoordinated on a soccer field. It's so bad.
Oh yeah.
I broke my shoulder playing kickball. Like, come on. Yeah.
Oh man.
Bad.
That's not good.
No.
I'm good at soccer. I'm okay. Never pursue that as a career, but
they got a team now here in San Diego. We'll have to go to some games.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, dude. And I like soccer. Like I like playing it. I like my favorite sport is contact sports, like UFC, MMA, and all that stuff. Boxing. Those are like kind of my core sports that I get super excited to. But I like soccer. I watch football, but usually not all the games. I get football.
America is very into football.
Yeah,
it's
100%. Yeah, and I love basketball. I think is contact sports, and then the second one is basketball for me.
Which is hilarious that you like people beating each other in a ring. and then guys flopping because they get poked in the eye. Two completely different sports.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%, right? You got knocked out and just get up and
And they're crying.
And then the guy just screams, ah!
Yeah, exactly.
That's hilarious, bro. Would you rather watch a regular season game courtside or a high stakes playoff game from the rafters?
That one would probably be depending on who's playing.
Okay. Well, so let's say the Nuggets.
I'd go rafters.
Rafters?
If it was like the Lakers, I'd want to be courtside to like be close to LeBron,
To LeBron.
you know,
And
or
just like stare at him.
or a Steph Curry. Like that's a once in a lifetime. But
Yeah.
if it's my team, I'd rather go see a championship.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because
I agree with that.
more in basketball, I'm more of a players fan. So like I like certain
Okay.
players around the league.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, you're more than teams, you're more
Yeah.
of players. Okay, I like that. Would you rather take responsibility for losing the championship or have a teammate take credit for the win when you deserve it?
The
again?
latter.
Would you rather
The latter one. The second one.
Okay, the last one.
Yeah.
So take teammate taking credit
Yeah.
even if he doesn't deserve it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It just matters to win.
Because we won.
That's all
That's
it
because we
matters.
won,
All
yeah.
matters. Okay. Would you rather ensure overtime or risk losing and win in a regulation?
Risk it to get the biscuit. I'd risk it. Why not?
Risk it? Yeah.
Go for it.
You pay me as that kind of guy.
Yeah,
you know? Like,
why not?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Don't play defense, play offense.
Yeah. I like that. Okay. Would you rather coach a college, in college, or a professional team? Let's say basketball. Let's say basketball.
Probably,
Oh, hockey. Let's say hockey.
probably college.
Hockey?
Probably college. Yeah.
Why college instead of professional?
I don't know necessarily. I just kind of reacted answering that, but I
Yeah.
think it would be very cool
Uh-huh.
to, because one, it's a lot less business as a coach. I
Yes.
think when you're a college coach versus pro.
A lot less money too.
Well, yeah. No, but I mean, so when I say a lot less business, from a coach to player relationship standpoint,
Ah.
when you're a pro, it's all business. I
Okay.
think and not to say I couldn't do that, but like as a college coach, you're not only coaching, but you're really mentoring those kids to go on to, be pros. Or I think a lot of college athletes make a mistake of preparing for the moment they don't go pro.
Yeah.
And that's where I think, like preparing for life.
Yeah.
So I think I'd enjoy that aspect of getting that, 2 to 4 years with a young group of men.
Kind of show them.
Show them, hey, if you're going this route, this is kind of how I can help. If
Teach them life.
because you can have a team of 20 guys. I mean, maybe a couple of them go pro. A lot of them, they got to learn how to do life after hockey. So I think I'd enjoy that part.
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds. Yeah, that makes total sense because how many of them are gonna make it to professional? And then in professional, they kind of like athletes get paid a lot.
They're
right?
getting paid a lot more than coaches, so you're dealing with a bunch of divas.
Yes, exactly. Everybody's like a superstar in their own college and stuff like that. So
Yeah, I mean, sure. Would I enjoy the challenge? I just think I'd like coaching college kids
college
more.
better. Yeah. I think more about the legacy, right? Like the influence you will have on them.
Exactly.
And then you can help them and like not just teach them hockey, but you teach them life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I like that. That's pretty dope, man.
Yeah, I enjoy that.
Yeah, well, talking
That was
up-
cool. That was
yeah,
cool.
that's
Thank you
a
for
cool
that.
fit. No problem, man. I like the answer too.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope.
Thank you.
Well, talking about college and life and all of that, where are you from? I know you talk about, like, tell me more about where you're from. Like,
Yeah,
Colorado.
so Colorado, I grew up in Breckenridge, so
Uh-huh.
in a ski town in the mountains. During the recession in 08, 09, that's when we moved within Colorado. My dad had a construction company that actually went out of business. So our family struggled a while. We moved within Colorado. And then between sophomore and junior year of high school is actually when I moved out to San Diego. So I went to 3 different high schools, which was an interesting experience. But I remember my parents myself, I've got 2 younger sisters as well, sitting us down. God, I think it was like 15.
Okay.
And my sisters being younger than me, like, hey, we're moving. And we'd lived in Colorado our whole life. But, hey, we're moving to San Diego, California. The 3 of us looked at each other like, all right, let's do it. Like, you would not expect that reaction out of kids, but that's kind of we knew that's the spot our family was in. And, like, look, we need change. We need to make ourselves happy.
Yeah.
And we never really looked back. San Diego's home. My parents still live here. My sister, she's got, I've got a 7-month-old niece. My whole family's here. And then as far as college, went to 2 different colleges. Actually joined Air Force ROTC at the University of Connecticut. Thought I was a hotshot freshman that knew it all, and got in trouble for partying, lost my scholarship.
Wow.
And then got a second chance and ended up taking 3.5 years at the University of Hawaii.
Nice.
And never looked back from that.
Never
That
looked
was
back.
probably one of the best things that happened in my life.
Heck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Hawaii. How long you been?
I was there 3.5 years, so yeah.
Nice, bro. I've never been to Hawaii.
Oh, we got to go.
Yeah, we had to go.
gotta
Yeah,
go.
with that, maybe the next mixer.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, summer social. in
Summer
August. Yeah,
social,
yeah,
yeah.
there we go.
The next summer social for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh, cool. So you were in Hawaii 3 years, right?
Mhm.
3.5 years. You said 3.5.
3.5, yeah.
3.5. Okay, cool. So, you know, when people tell me that they lived more than 6 months in a place, because I want to travel, right, the world and get to know a lot of places.
You're gonna ask about island fever?
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, tell me more about that. Yeah.
Well, one, it's kind of interesting because the campus, I kind of felt like that in itself was kind of its own island. So then you had this whole other part of the island to explore outside of campus. Also, I came home during summers. I came home at Christmas too. So like I never really got that island fever, but I know friends who didn't. They never, I don't know. I mean, I could see why people would.
Yeah.
Trust me, I could see why you wouldn't either. Like,
Yeah.
it's pretty easy to kind of forget about everything. I mean, and just chill and
Just
live the
chill.
island life. Like,
Just
it's
relax.
pretty easy.
Yeah. Is it
Which
more-
is more my style, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it more like relaxed, like less stress, people say?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
A lot more?
People drive very slow there because
Oh,
no
really?
one is in a hurry. No one's in a hurry.
Mm.
That's, like, usually why there's traffic because no one's in a hurry.
No one's in a hurry. That's cool, man. Because here you live fast, like live life very fast. You know, like always doing something.
It's very similar to San Diego except for that part.
Yeah. Okay.
Except for that part. But, like, I mean, they've got a big city on Oahu, things like that. More Asian islander influence and stuff.
Yeah.
But, yeah, pretty touristy on Oahu. But, yeah, the speed of everything,
It's more chill.
very slow. Very
I
slow.
like it. Yeah. Well, I lived in LA for a lot of my life, so LA is very fast paced too. You know, maybe not like as fast as New York per se, but
But fast.
fast.
Yeah.
You know, and then San Diego here is like a little more chill for sure than LA. But I'm guessing the way you're explaining things, that seems like a good place to like
Yeah,
spend time.
It's chill, yeah. And I mean, I love the food, the people there. It helped going to Hawaii. I mean, a lot of locals don't like white people.
Oh no,
No, just historically, they call you Howley there.
Howley.
Howley. Honestly, it's like a gringo to them. Like
Okay.
that's yeah.
Okay.
In kind of similar context, there's like a history to it.
Okay.
But going to like school there helped. It's like, there were a lot of transplants that were from out of state, and you kind of all get to know each other, get your
Yeah.
friends, and then
That's nice.
you've kind of got your local network. I had family that actually lived there, so like holidays and stuff, I got to spend with my cousins, so
Oh,
it was cool.
cool.
Yeah, so
That's dope.
I got a unique experience for sure.
That's nice.
Yeah.
And so tell me a little bit more about that. Like the locals don't like, obviously for these historical reasons, but I'm pretty sure once they get to know you, you're a great guy. I cannot see
Thank you.
anybody hating on you. Honestly, you're a great guy. You have a great personality. You know, do you ever like encounter any like issues like people trying to?
Yeah, I think it's more of a test. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
You got to just understand where you are. You got to understand the culture. I mean,
Yeah.
as a freshman, you had to take Hawaiian studies too, so you kind of got to understand
Oh, yeah. Okay.
kind of where you're at. So it was more of just like, hey, take it and
Yeah.
don't react. That's kind of what
They're testing you.
being provoked maybe. in a
Yeah.
but it's and when I say that, it's like maybe happened once or it's not like that. It's more of a stigma than
yeah.
anything.
Okay.
And something I realized living there, it's like no, the real locals are amazing people.
Very nice.
Amazing people,
Yeah.
like the nicest people you ever meet.
That's
so.
what usually it is. The true, right?
Exactly.
No,
Yeah. So there
okay,
is kind of that stigma, but yeah, I never really experienced it. And the 1-2 times I did,
Okay.
that
it
was never an issue.
minimal. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Because if we're honest, we all experienced that at one point of our lives. You know,
Yeah.
not a reason to kind of like victimize yourself or something like that. But yeah. Okay. So do you surf?
No, like I still kick myself for that. The one thing I get, yeah, it's still an excuse, but I didn't have a car. I drove a moped.
Okay,
Um,
it's an excuse.
yeah, exactly. Trust me, I know. Trust me, I know.
I know.
I got into spearfishing. That was kind of my thing. I was
Oh, shit,
absolutely awful at it. Like I barely caught anything. I was terrible. And it was easy. I mean, you had like a spear. Some of us had spear guns. You throw your flippers, goggles on. You don't.
shit.
You don't scuba dive. You're snorkeling. You hold your breath. You go down. And it was, I mean, it was cool. There were times we'd catch an octopus and throw it on a fire on the beach. Like,
Oh, nice.
so that I got a very like
Yeah.
local Hawaiian experience
Oh,
doing that.
that's
Yeah.
dope. I want to do that.
So but I always say that because I always get the surfing question. I'm like, no, but
Yeah.
I didn't,
Yeah, okay.
yeah. It's not like I sat in my
I
dorm
didn't
room.
do that, but I did
Yeah.
hunt fish.
Yeah. I tried to hunt fish, didn't
tried to
catch
hunt
a lot.
fish,
Yeah.
didn't catch a lot, but I got an octopus.
Yeah,
It tasted
exactly.
good.
Exactly.
That's cool. So tell me, have you ever experienced anything crazy while you were doing that? Like, I don't know, like first thing I can think of, like sharks.
Friend did.
Okay.
Um,
Like a white shark? Very white?
no, it was a smaller. I can't remember what kind.
Or like a
I was
tiger?
far away. I didn't really see it, but he swam to me in a panic. But he had this. I don't know if you've been fishing like a lake or river, but it's almost like just a string and a hook. I don't know what you call it, but you kind of just wrap it through the fish's gills. And
Okay.
So he had one of those. Like he'd catch fish, but he'd wrap it and he had it around
Oh.
the belt loop on his bathing
yeah.
suit. And a shark actually came up beside him and didn't bite. He came right beside him and ate it off of him.
Oh, okay. Didn't bite him, but
Oh my!
he wanted the
So
fish.
never again did we do that. Every single time we had a cooler on the beach after that, and we'd bring the fish and put him in the
Just
cooler.
put him in the
It was
cooler.
a small shark. I don't even know if it would have hurt him. It was freaky though.
It was,
Oh,
yeah. Just seeing a shark swimming towards you,
Yeah.
trying to bite you. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool, man. So one of the things that I want to do, like in my life that I want to put on the bucket list, I want to do like diving. Scuba diving. I want to do all that. Go with the tank.
You want to do like the Shark Tank?
Well, no, I don't know. I don't know.
I'd see. I would never do that.
I don't know if I want to do a shark tank.
Okay, but you want to scuba dive?
But I want to scuba dive.
Okay.
Yeah. You know what? I might do the shark thing because knowing me, people say, so I have some friends and people like tell me like, you're an adrenaline junkie.
I was just gonna ask you that. Okay.
Yeah. Here's the answer that I tell everybody. I am not. I'm not adrenaline
Convince
junkie.
me. Convince me.
Because look, check this out. Because I don't not enjoy it while I'm doing it. I just enjoy the result.
So it's a bucket list thing.
It's a bucket list
Like
thing. It's kind of like to prove me.
Face your fears.
Kinda, yeah.
I like
Because
that.
an adrenaline junkie, he will enjoy
He'll
doing
go
those
do it.
kind
He'll
of.
do it multiple times.
Yeah, he will be like, oh, this is fun, I will not enjoy any part of it, but when I'm out, I will be like, okay.
I'm glad I did that.
I did it,
What about skydiving?
I want to do that too.
You haven't, so I want to do that. That's like
Okay.
my yeah.
Is
I
your
would like-
bucket list?
Yeah.
I want to do that so bad.
That's mine,
And I
yeah.
know I'm gonna shit
I'm
myself.
terrified of heights.
I'm
I'm
gonna
terrified
shit
of
myself,
heights.
dude.
Yeah.
But it's the same thing. Like
Yeah.
people, no, you're an adrenaline junkie. Like I'm really not.
Yeah.
I'm really not because
But that's cool, like to want to face your fears and kind
Yeah.
of get it out of the way.
yeah.
Granted, you may afterwards you're like, I'm glad I did that. Would I do it again? No, but I did it.
But I did it.
But
yeah.
I did it.
So anytime when somebody asks how you skydive, you're like, yes, I did it.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, exactly.
Check it off. Yeah.
Check. Yeah.
So I get that. All right, that makes sense.
That makes a lot of sense, right? Yeah.
Okay.
So it's more of that. So that people then it's like, oh, okay, you're not an adrenaline junkie. You're just crazy.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take crazy. That
Yeah,
works.
take
That
crazy.
works for
Yeah.
me.
So because it's just that, man. Like, you're afraid of something, and I just don't like to be afraid.
Yeah, and I don't know, like fear is interesting because we always avoid what we're afraid of,
Yeah.
Like so even if you face it or whatever, sure it's gonna suck.
Yeah, but you get kind of maybe you still feel the fear or maybe become nervous. And a good example is like boxing. I box a lot. It's not that.
I can tell.
You're right. It's not that I can. It's not. Oh, I do enjoy doing it and like the competition aspect of things. And it's like, oh, we were boxing. You got me good. Okay, and let's see now my turn. And like, oh, I got you good now. I like all that in the brotherhood, the forms, and those kind of
Yeah, the camaraderie. Yeah,
and with sports, the brotherhood, all of that. I love that. But I remember as a kid, like one time with this kid, there was a bigger kid, he punched me. Like then I didn't do anything because I was afraid. But one of my long story short, so one of my brother's friends, he saw that. He's my older brother. He told my older brother. So when I got home, he's like, "Why didn't you defend yourself?" I told him I was scared. I shouldn't have said anything. The first thing he did, he grabbed my hand and you walk around the neighborhood. This is in Mexico, okay? So he grabbed my hand and we walk around the whole neighborhood looking for that kid. And I was just praying, like, please, let's not find that kid again, twice in a day. So technically, like we found him, and kind of my brother is like, I don't want you to like be afraid. If technically he said like, if he doesn't kick your ass, I'll kick your ass. So choose. So I choose the kid. So that kind of, I don't know. I think it goes back to that. So like that's kind of explains a lot of the way that I do things like that. Because like, okay, I don't want to be afraid. Let me jump.
Well, and here's what I was kind of thinking about this. Like, okay, so you get clients, right? Like we all get clients that'll complain or a conversation you don't want to have.
Yeah.
So when I was in college, I procrastinated, right? Like if I had a paper due, I was probably writing it the night before.
Me too. A lot too.
What I have found is when you don't procrastinate the hard stuff, your life is so much easier.
Yeah.
Like if you just face like not only your fears, but like those difficult conversations, like the easy stuff is easy to not procrastinate. It's easy to go get that done.
Yeah.
And it's very easy to procrastinate the hard stuff because you're just avoiding that difficult. If you just address it.
The pain, right?
Well, and not even but even just something that's like by you avoiding it, I feel like it becomes so much bigger in your own head, right? Like think about those things. It's like you finally call someone. It went way better than you thought of it.
Yeah.
Because you just called them and then, you know, like.
That's true.
So it kind of relates to that too, and I use that whether it's business life, but even just a difficult conversation, just go have it. You're gonna have to have it at some point. Just go do it.
Yeah, that's very true. Now that you mentioned something like that, the way you explain things right now, something like that happened like a couple of weeks ago with a client that I closed. So I work with this client. I actually bought one of his product on his services, right? And I was like, oh, I'm gonna maybe offer him my services, but he was like all about. He already has like good following. He's his business is thriving and all that. So I was a little bit like, okay, maybe he doesn't need me because he already like does a lot of these things, right? So exactly what you just said. One time we were in a conversation. We were like texting about like some of the things that about the product that I bought from him, and then I just texted him like, hey man, do you need help with this? And he's like, actually, yeah, I know you do that. So tell me more about it. Oh, yeah, man. Pues this is what I do. Will you be interested? Yeah, definitely. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Send me the contract.
Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
Well, yeah. And that's, I mean, by not asking, you're going to be in the same situation as if you got to know. So might as well give it a shot, right?
Exactly.
You know?
So what's been the most challenging thing for you, like in sales? Like what's been like something that you're like, oh, I really struggle? Or maybe... let me rephrase that. What's been like the most challenging client that you closed and that you were like, I did close this guy. It took me forever, but I did it.
Would you say just in my career or at paychecks?
Career.
I'd say my old marketing job. And it wasn't even, it was like, so I closed a big digital contract. We were doing search engine marketing and SEO for a like 5 location national employment law firm.
Okay.
I was like a year into the job. I was just trying to find business. I didn't have any accounts. Cold called them. They're up in LA and they wanted to meet. So we put some stuff together and finally we drive up to the office.
Yeah.
After like months of meeting, close them. It was like probably like a $550,000 contract for the year for marketing. And then that's when the problem started. Right? So what I realized was, one, I was way too excited to get the sale and fell short on setting expectations.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, and which, in marketing, it's tough to do that, but also setting the expectation like, hey, this might be rocky to start, but we're here. We're going to part. So me, it being my first real big sale, I was white in the face every day. I was freaking out. Like, oh, they're going to cancel today. Like, every day waking up, like, I was losing sleep. And I remember my boss at the time called me in, like, Mac, take a breath. There's, like, you need some color in your face. Like, relax, dude.
Yeah, chill.
Like, they just signed a, sure, they're sending you, strongly worded emails. They're, the tone. But that's because they're spending over $500,000 with you. Like, just listen. Let's go find a solution. Let's make it work.
Yeah.
Fast forward a year later, they upped their contract by like 20%, because we were able to show results and kind of stick with them. But that experience in itself of just like, I remember like my boss called me out like, dude, there's no color in your face. Like, relax, man. Like, chill. Chill. So, I don't know, as far as like what I've learned from that is, 1, setting expectations. 2, the sale does not stop when you close the deal. It never does.
Yeah.
Never does. And 3, there's a reason they bought from me. There's a reason they bought from me, and kind of going back to what we were talking about, convincing people, right? Yeah, it's hard to promise something, right? But what you do promise, and I know you're the same way, what you do promise is you're going to give everything you've got, everything you've been over. Like, you're going to promise that's going to happen, or you're going to do everything that. So I kind of took a step back, reminded, like, look, they bought for me because I made this promise. I need to hold up my end of the bargain.
Yeah.
And so I've taken that a lot into just kind of every, I guess, sales process. The setting expectations is huge, right?
Huge.
It's huge.
I agree with you. Setting expectations is just, it's just transparency, right? You just tell them, the truth. I just feel like the truth is very important. Is like key to a big success in a business. And when you were saying like the sales never ends, it's like you always selling, like you always building that relationship with the client, even though they close the deal. You still need to keep that relationship going.
Well, especially your sales, service, operation.
Yeah,
you're all of So you got to hold up your end of the bargain.
Yeah, and I do have a team, and we like thank God we're growing little by little. I'm so thankful for them, But right now, yes, I'm on my own. Me and my social media girls, we kind of like dividing and conquering the operation aspect of things, which I'm very grateful for her. And then my editors, always like with them, just like thankful for them too, because they do their job.
It takes a village.
Yeah, it takes a village, and right now it's like as we keep growing, I'm gonna bring more people to help out. The last thing that I'm gonna do is the sales part. Like I think that's the last thing if I ever let go of it, that's the one. I like it.
But you like being client facing. You like that part of it, right? And that's why I got into what I do, right? I like that part of it, and the negotiation, the consultation, the challenge, the objections, whatever you want to,
Exactly.
Yeah, it's fun, right?
It's exciting. It's like,
and it's hard to give up though.
Purpose. It's hard. Oh, dude, yeah, it's so tough. I'm very competitive too.
I can tell.
Yeah, I am extremely competitive. I don't shy from competition. I kind of like it. Like I tell my team, like we're gonna be the number one marketing company, not only in San Diego, but in like we're gonna be the next thing. Like,
well, and if you don't have that mentality too, right, you're always gonna fall short. And sure, you end up number one, maybe not. But if you're shooting for it, like you're gonna fall somewhere close. Somewhere
close, exactly. So is that mentality, that mindset, the hunger all the time is there. Going back to not make like the promise part with the client. So one time I was talking to this lady. I'm not gonna say the industry because I might watch this.
That's fair. I won't ask.
Yeah. So they're in the medical field. And then this lady, it was a walk-in actually. I walked in. I remember that I had a like to meet with a client, but they canceled last minute. I was there already, and I was like, oh, I have like 2 hours free. What am I gonna do? I'm just gonna walk into all these businesses and offer them my services.
Yep.
And that's exactly what I did. Just walked in and I got a bunch of connections. Some of them became clients, some of them they didn't. So this client right here, I walked in and we talked, and I told her like, look, this is what I do: video, content, social media, and this is what we do to kind of help you grow your business, and that way you can generate leads. It's the sales pitch, right?
Yeah.
And then she's like, oh, okay, I like what you offer, but do you guarantee these results? Do you guarantee that in a certain amount of time I'm gonna get this much like followers or this much like leads?
How often do you get that question?
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time, bro.
Yeah.
And I kindly told her like, I cannot guarantee you that. And if somebody in any kind of service come here and guarantee you something like that, or at least in marketing, and guarantee you a specific number of followers or leads, they're like bullshitting.
They're full of shit.
Yeah, they're bullshitting you because there's no marketing company that can guarantee you 100% you will get this amount of followers unless they're doing something wrong, like buying bots or shit like that.
Yeah, exactly.
And if that's the case, guarantee you that by tomorrow you had 100,000 followers.
Well, all right, so you'll like this one. So when I was at the marketing company, there was a termite company that we were doing Google ads for.
Okay.
But we set up our analytics, and like with a lot of Google ads, you can have basically you purchase an individual phone number for that Google ad. So you know exactly, and then we track that all through our analytics. Well, because it wasn't a lawyer or medical, we had the ability to record phone calls.
Okay.
So every inbound lead they got for phone,
yeah,
we could actually hear. So I get this nasty call one day from the owner, like, hey, we've been spending all this money. our sales aren't growing at all. And I was like, all right, come in.
Yeah.
Or actually, I'm going to come into your office. We're going to go through the reports.
Yeah.
I pulled up in a month, it was like 50-something phone calls. I was like, let's listen to them.
Wow.
First one, no one answered. The second one, no one answered. The third one, it's like they weren't asking the right questions. It's like, look, we drove all these people, but you don't have someone answering the phone or actually bringing the business in.
Yeah.
And that's what people don't understand about the marketing aspect too. It's like the job is to drive them to you. You gotta bring them home. You gotta bring them home.
You gotta close them. I'll put them at the doorstep. You had to bring them in.
Yeah. So the whole guarantee thing has always kind of cracked me up.
Yeah, dude. And I told her that, like, and I gave her an example. It's like, if I have a back pain, and I think I'm gonna give it away with this. Fuck it. If I have back pain and you treat me, will you guarantee me that I'm not gonna have that pain ever again? She's like, no, I cannot do that. The same way, I cannot guarantee you that, but there's something that I can promise you. It's something that I can guarantee you. Going back to what you said, and I did say this, is like, I can guarantee you that I will do everything in my power to help you.
Yeah.
To get to your goals.
And if it's not working, I'm gonna find a way to make it work. Yeah.
Exactly. I'll find a way. I'll crack the code with you, but I cannot guarantee you that. Yeah.
I had someone ask me too one time to run a test budget, like a free.
Uh-huh.
I was like, yeah, honestly, I'd love to go next door and order a pizza and eat the whole thing and give them the empty box and say, no, I don't want to pay for this. But that's not how life works, right?
No.
Like, yeah, that's not how it works.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, but it's just, I mean, I guess it's just everybody kind of like lack of knowledge, right? So I think everybody is like careful with their money, and
you don't know unless you ask too. You can't knock people for asking.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah,
be bold
exactly.
enough to
Because
ask.
maybe in our situation, we might do the same. You know, we might ask. We're going to want to get the best deal out of it, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
So, like, if I can make this guy tell me that they guarantee me that my back pain is going to go away and it doesn't happen, it's like, hey, you guarantee it, you know? So, it's all sales, you know? But it's just part of business, you know? That's why I always tell them, like, I cannot guarantee you that. But I guarantee you that my team and I will work.
And that goes so much farther than I think the rest does, because customer service has gone to shit, you know? And like when you get that personal touch, when you're driving to a person's business, like that's pretty rare these days, you know? So, and that's the part I enjoy, because I'll go meet with someone and like the response, it's like, wow. And I'm like, wait, this is simple. Like I'm just, but it does go a long way, because it's not that common anymore, especially with COVID, how people are working virtually. Like, it's just not that common.
No, not a lot of people are doing it, man. And it's funny. I have a friend in LA. He kind of does. He's trying to do what I do, but up there, right? So he asked me the other day. He's like, "Hey, man, I see you. Like, you know, you're working hard. You know, da da da." He's like, "Man, I'm still growing, man. I still have a lot of things to learn. You know, I'm still learning. I surround myself with people that know more than me, so I can learn from them, ask them questions, you know." And he's like, "Oh, well, what do you recommend me to do?" And it's like, "Okay, what do you know what to do? Like, what do you offer?" And it's like, "Oh, video content. I know how to produce. I have all these cameras, like expensive cameras and all that, da, 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 da. You know, and I have all these packages, like $10,000, $20,000, yada yada da da da, right?" So I told him, like, "Okay, so what do you need right now?" And he said, "Oh, I just need to make some money, bro, because I'm broke." And like, "Okay, so this is what you have to do. Simplify the package, make it very easy. Package, you know, silver, gold, silver, bronze, bronze, silver, and gold. Make it very simple. Simplify your package. Make it available for a business. Like, don't charge them $10,000 a month.
Make it accessible.
Make it accessible.
Yeah.
Because right now you need the money.
You need, like you got to start somewhere. You can't start at $20,000 packages.
Yeah. Fuck. I wish I was started with $20,000. No. So make it accessible, and make it like so. A business that's medium sized, they're at least making $20,000 a month, can pay for that, because 10% of the income that comes to a business, it should go
back
to marketing. So just run the numbers, and that's how much you charge.
See, that's where the math comes in. You know,
Exactly.
like, work your way back. Like, if you're not asking how much revenue they bring in, how are you going to know what their budget? You shouldn't have to ask them what their marketing budget is. You should kind of know. By the numbers, right?
Mm-hmm. So I told him that, like, "Oh, that's okay, that's cool." And he did that. He changed it, and then he called me again, like, "Hey, man, so now how do I get the clients? Like, he told me, like, should I ask for like money to borrow and run some ads, etc., etc." And I told him, like, "Well, you can do that if you want, but you can also do is just walk out and just walk for like 4 or 5 blocks and ask businesses that you encounter along the way.
Yeah.
It's like, really? Like that? Really like that? That's how it's like, do you do that? I did that.
Yeah.
I still do it sometimes.
Yeah, and they'd say no, so what? Same
Yeah.
thing if you didn't walk in, but guess what? The next person might say yes. Who
Yeah,
knows?
exactly. And I tell them like, you right now, you're not working. You're technically broke, right? So you need to go out and just offer your services. You have already the packages simplified.
You have everything. Go
You-
do it.
You have equipment.
Yeah.
Just go out, start like 8 a.m. and don't come back home until like 5.
But that's so going back to the shark diving.
Mm.
That's his shark cage. He's
Exactly.
afraid. He's
Yeah.
afraid to face that fear of getting rejected. You know?
Exactly.
But like, let me ask you this: has there been a situation where you've walked into a business and they said, "Actually, no, but I know someone who might," like,
Yeah.
you never know
All
what's
the time.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's crazy. You don't know unless you ask.
Exactly.
Walk in.
And sometimes they tell you, I'm not interested right now. Or they just blow you off. Oh, here's my business card. Send me an email.
Yeah.
And then never reply.
Yeah.
Right? And that's fine.
You got to get those too.
Exactly.
You got to get those.
You get more loses than wins. But when the win comes, it's like, okay,
It's worth it all.
it's worth it all.
100%.
And so that's why I told him. He's like, oh, really? I need to do that? And like, you need to get at least, bro, at least 5 clients minimum.
Yeah.
And like, oh, 5 clients. Like, if you do exactly what I'm telling you, bro, if you do it, I guarantee you
Yeah.
that in a month, you're going to have at least 5 clients. Minimum.
Just go.
Like, for reals?
Just go do it.
Yeah, bro. Just do it.
Get off your ass and do it.
Exactly.
You've got the equipment. You've got the skill. You've got the talent.
You got the talent.
You've got the idea, the plan.
Yeah.
Just go do it.
Yeah, and he's like, but what do you say? It's like that. So that then it's like when I kind of like coach him a little bit. I'm like, I didn't give him like a script, but in the conversation, he was like taking notes and like, what should I say here? And I kind of say like, well, what I will say. I'm not saying that this is like what you say, but what I'll reply to them is this, or I will introduce myself like this.
But that's and I freaking hate talk tracks, word tracks, scripts. Like, and
Yeah.
I work for a corporate company. And I'm just, no, you got to make a conversation. You got to make it
Exactly.
your own. Like,
Yeah.
and so I get it. He's asking what to say. It's like, dude, you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Just go talk to the
Just
people.
talk to them.
Just talk to them
Exactly.
as a person, as
like,
you.
Read them. You will know if they're uncomfortable. Like we can read the room. Like
Yeah.
read the body language.
Exactly.
All of that. If they're uncomfortable, if you're talking too fast, too high, you will tell because they're getting like a little annoyed or. So just
See
lower
their
down.
eyes,
See their eyes. Lower down your voice to their level. Like if they're talking like this, hey man, no, I'm not interested. Like
So I do this every time I'm walking in somewhere and I've never met the person.
Mm-hmm.
I find something in the room to talk about before, like as an icebreaker. It's if it's a picture of their kid, if it's,
yeah, that's good.
oh God, you like the Patriots? Whatever it is. Like I find one thing
Yeah,
with every single person I've never met to talk that has nothing to do with business.
that's good.
Yeah, and
That's-
find it in the room because that immediately will tell them that you're paying attention
Yeah.
and you're aware of your surroundings. Like it's something small that's worked for me.
It makes you look big, right? Like
Yeah.
it makes you look great.
And you,
Yeah.
and you care. You're not just how many times does someone walk in trying to sell another business owner? Like, be different.
Yeah,
You
all
know?
the time. Yeah,
Don't be another salesperson.
Exactly.
That's the whole thing.
Yeah, and that's a great tip because that's true. You just walk in, you see something that they like Lakers. Oh man, I love the
Did
Lakers.
you see the game last night? Like,
Yeah, what's up with that?
Yeah.
Or LeBron. Come
break,
on, man.
just drop that guard.
Yeah, the Nuggets they kick our butt, man.
Yeah. Sorry about it.
Now you're not.
But it's so,
sorry about it.
and that's the part that I like the most.
Mm.
It's like half the people I work with and get referrals from in
Yeah.
my network know their kids' names. I know their
Yeah.
birthday. I'm not just there to sell them. So like,
Yeah.
I want to know you. I want them to. They're not going to buy from you if they don't know you, right?
Yeah.
And that's your intention. But have fun with it. Like, get
Yeah.
to know people.
The relationship aspect of things, because I think is like you close the as a business owner, I think it's like we kind of relate to that, right? Because if you hire somebody just to do the sales, they might do that and they might keep the relationship, but like as a business, maybe just to expand on this is like after you make the sale, you also need to kind of like keep that relationship with the person. Just building it, right? You just keep working on it. Because I lost my train of thought here.
Well,
Yeah.
and maybe this is where you're going, and maybe this is a challenge for you as a business owner. That salesperson isn't you. Like,
Yeah.
you know how you would do,
Mhm.
your 30-day check and your 60-day check and your or your biweekly, whatever. You know how you would approach it.
Yeah.
So that might, but if you have a salesperson, they might do it differently. Right?
They might do it differently or care less for the business. But But I think this is where I was going with
Okay.
this is the retention rate.
Oh yeah, and that's yeah.
Yeah, so that's how you keep your clients. It's not just get the client close, because what if in 3 months they're done with you, and then just move on to something else.
Well, and honestly, when you get that high retention rate, you build this client base. I mean, no, I'm sorry, maybe this isn't what you want to hear, but then all of a sudden you don't have to spend money on marketing. You're getting referrals like nobody's business because you've got this clientele that would do anything to stay with you, and then they're telling their friends. Like, that's where the retention rate comes in key.
No, that's great that you say that, because that is marketing too.
Yeah,
a different
exactly.
approach.
Yeah.
So and I think that's so important that sometimes we forget, right? Especially when you're a new business owner, you just want to close the deal. But no, take care of your people, take care of your team, take care of the clients, actually be honest and try to get like the best results for them. They'll feel that, even if maybe not seeing the numbers that you want, but if you tell them like, hey Mac, you know what, I know that your numbers are a little low right now, but we've been trying this and it's not been working out, but let's do this. I think I found these other type of videos that might work for you. Why don't we try this? Right. So,
well, and so that's, you're in this to make money, to put food on your table, to support your family.
Yeah.
But ultimately, your job is to provide a solution. My job is to provide a solution. It's not to sell you something and go to the next guy. It's to provide a solution. If that doesn't work, well, let's find a solution. Let's find a different one.
Exactly.
I've referred clients to other payroll companies because they were pissed, like, something happened. We screwed something up or what, it happens. I'm like, look, I understand that. I'm not going to sit here and try to convince you to stay. What I can do is send you somewhere else with someone I know is going to take care of you. And that in itself goes a long way.
That's awesome.
Yeah. But
That's
the
awesome.
Retention rates, going back to service, like a lot of companies have pretty bad retention rates these days.
Yeah. I started a business 2018. I started a business in 2018 with a partner. And we were able to get clients, but the retention rate was not good.
Why was it?
Because I had a partner.
Okay. But was it kind of that churn and burn? It was like,
so the partner was not doing kind of what he had to do. So I ended up doing everything. But then it's like, I was like, no, I'm done.
I can do this on my own.
Yeah, I can do this on my own. You keep this. You know?
Okay.
But so just I learned that, okay, it's not just getting the client. It's also keeping them. Because what if I get a client but I'm losing another one? It's not growing. It's just placing.
You're flatlining.
Exactly. So no, I want to grow. So I need like.
Well, and how many? And that happy client, how many business owners do they know? And then all of a sudden you're building a tree.
Exactly.
A network.
Network. They recommend you to other people, and that's how you grow. I mean, I like this. I like this conversation.
Yeah, it's cool. But the service aspect. Let's not kid ourselves. It sucks sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to listen to people complain and bitch or whatever, but like just take it on the chin.
Yeah.
Listen, acknowledge, and do something about it. Because that just does wonders in itself. Because if we avoid that service, if we don't care about retention, it's gonna hurt in the long run more than anything.
Yeah. This is something that you had to take care of. It's all about relationships. I think it's all about communication, relationships, like keeping that relationship active. You don't have to like agree on everything, but
Yeah, doing something different, thinking about your clients more than just a number, like you said.
Yeah. So I was saying crumble cookies. One.
Dangerous, by the way. Those are dangerous.
Those are extremely dangerous. They have so many calories. And they come in 4, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And they're big. They're not
huge.
They're
They're delicious, bro.
All right. Sorry. We're touching a soft spot.
Yeah. No, you temptations.
Yeah.
No, so also what I've done with clients is like depending the industry, right? Because if I send like I don't know, cookie crumble to like a blue collar or the trades company, they're like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah. Where's my 6-pack?
Where's my beer, bro? No, so what I've done with my clients that are like in the trades, I send them like a pizza.
Okay, see, there you go.
Like, hey, you got a pizza with the and I tell the place like, hey, can you write a note, just like enjoy your day or something like that. Have a good day, thank you. From my part, from Tony. And they're like, oh man, thank you. That's so kind of you. Thanks. All my people are eating right now, So the way that I see it is like, oh, I send them pizza. They're gonna they're gonna get the pizza. They want this is what I like to picture, and I'm guessing not all the time happens like this, but in my mind it's like this happens.
This is how you painted.
That's how I painted it, right? And so they grab the pizza, and the owner is like, "Hey guys, there's pizza," and they put it, and everybody stops working.
And he loves you because you made him look like a hero.
Exactly, yeah. And it's like they open the pizza.
Thanks, boss.
Thanks, boss. And
he's
I'm like,
calling you like, thanks, Tony.
Thanks, Tony. Exactly. Yeah. So I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
So so that's cool. That's I like to think that that's what happened,
but also it's like that you got a smile on your face saying that. It's like, yeah, dude, I want to make you look good to your people. Like,
exactly.
I'm part of your team.
Yeah, exactly. I might not be in your like office or your warehouse or whatever.
Of your team, yeah.
But I'm in your team. You know, I care for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like that, man. So let's go back to you.
Okay.
All right. So you play hockey. You did that in college.
No, I would have loved to play in college. I played through high school, though, yeah.
You played through high school. You were in Hawaii. You will hunt fish. You will fish with the spear, which is pretty cool. And so when did you come back to San Diego?
2016.
2016,
yeah.
Okay. And then how was that? Like when you come back, is that when you started working on the marketing company?
No, so I worked Staples first, and then came back, lived in my parents' house for a couple months, and then was out with a couple buddies from high school.
Okay.
Was at Staples for about a year and a half.
Okay.
And then marketing for a little over 2 years, and then COVID hit.
Okay, and COVID hit, and then
went to Paychecks like November 2020.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, like so the marketing company like died off or they closed? Or?
No, they're very. It's called Odyssey. I don't know if you've ever. They used to be Entercom. The Odyssey. They own 5 radio stations here. They own like 240 across the country.
Oh, okay.
No, it was just COVID hit. A lot of businesses shut down. So the first thing they did is pulled their marketing budget. You know, so
of course, yeah.
And the way the company kind of took care of us, there was no like quota relief. We were still expected to hit 100% when our company as a whole was losing 75% revenue.
Yeah.
You know, down 75%. I'm like, but we were still expected to sell the same amount.
How?
When businesses were closed. Why the hell would they spend on marketing? So I was out of there.
Oh,
so it wasn't that. It wasn't the sales. Like, I could have weathered that storm. It was just kind of how they handled it that made me ultimately leave.
Disagree with them.
Because, I mean, I've got friends at all the other media companies that were doing the exact opposite. I'm like, okay, all right, it's time. It's time.
It's a sign for me. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, that 2020 was a tough time fusing.
Oh, yeah, very. Changed everything for
everyone.
Man.
I don't want to be back there.
No, we're here now.
Yeah, we're here now.
Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, since I've been back, I've called San Diego home, and I mean, it's always been home. My whole family's here, so.
Cool. So you're a San Diego local now.
Yeah, I'm local. Yeah, might as well be.
Yeah, you're from native now.
Yeah.
Well, kind of.
But
yeah, that's good. So what's your favorite area in San Diego? What's like what you like to do? What does Mac Pitts doesn't like on the weekend and stuff like that?
I'm normally a big golfer. I love to golf. Can't right now. I'm injured, but I'm a big golfer. Other than that, a big baseball fan. I'm sorry. I think you're a Dodgers fan.
Me?
Yeah. That's all right. I'm a shitty Padres fan. We suck right now, but I like going to baseball games.
Yeah. That's not weird.
Yeah, that's all right. It's not like we've been living in your shadow the last whatever years. I love to cook. I actually love to cook. I learned that from my mom.
Oh, nice. What's your favorite dish?
I like Hawaii. I love Asian food, so I cook a lot of Asian food, rice, and then like
ramen. You like ramen?
Yeah, but more like some rice dishes, whether it's like a fried rice or like a chicken katsu, short ribs, that type of stuff.
That's good stuff.
Oh yeah. But no, growing up, I remember my mom asking me to help cook dinner, and me saying I didn't want to, and she said, "Okay, then you can do the dishes." Okay, I'll help with dinner. I'd much rather do that. So that's how I learned to cook, because I didn't want to do the dishes.
You don't want to do the dishes? Oh, yeah. Nobody wants to do the dishes.
And guess who still had to do the dishes?
You?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
100%.
Yeah, 100%. But that's how I learned to cook, so.
Yeah, and do the dishes. I hate doing dishes, bro.
Yeah, they're the worst.
I have the dishwasher. Thank God for that.
Yeah, well, yeah. Thank God it's just me, man. I think I just live by myself.
You live by yourself?
I don't know who keeps leaving dirty dishes in my sink, though. Yeah,
it's not me. It's his neighbor.
Me off.
The neighbor just walks in and starts eating your food. Like, oh, you're shooting
my damn dog keeps using my dishes.
The dog.
Yeah, it's messed
Start
up.
making food. You're walking. He's like cooking.
Well, she's got her own bowls. It's messed up. I don't know.
That's hilarious, bro. Yeah, I do. I like to cook too as well. I started cooking at a young age too.
Okay.
I might not be as good as you to like do all the fry thing, but I mean, I can cook some stuff, you know.
Yeah, I mean, shit. YouTube, anything you can if you can
You
cook
can
anything.
totally, yeah, you can.
I
cook
wish
anything.
more people cook. Like my youngest sister, she is getting better, but I'm like, you need to learn how to cook.
Yeah,
Like it's just a good.
it's just like, it's
I'm
like
t- if I tell a girl I cook, like it's like shocking. It's like us men should know how to cook.
yeah,
It's sexy.
yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah, moss man, yeah, anybody, or really, if you think about it,
Anybody, but I'm
Like,
just
it's
saying
like-
more men should know how to cook.
moss man should know how.
Besides throwing a steak on the grill.
Yeah, well, aren't like the best chefs like men?
I'm not gonna comment. This is your podcast. I'm not commenting on
You're
that.
not commenting on that.
No,
Okay,
no.
well,
That's.
I might be wrong.
I think you might be wrong.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that because my mother might be listening.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. So my brothers, they cook too.
See, there you go.
Yeah.
It's fun. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
Dishes I hate. So,
The dishes. Yeah. Nobody likes the dishes.
no.
I like to eat the dishes,
Yeah.
but not wash the dishes. Yeah. I like to eat the food, but not the dishes. That nobody likes that. They should be like a robot. They just grabs it for you and just like puts it in the dishwasher.
I think you're onto something.
Right? Okay. Nobody likes the dishes. I haven't met a single person that's like, oh my god, I had so much fun doing
Yeah.
the dishes. Have you?
They might be in prison now, but yeah, I don't know. Might be a serial killer.
Maybe in prison,
Yeah.
psychopath.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, other than that, I'm a very very simple guy.
Okay.
I'm a very like I like good company.
Walks, you like to go hiking?
Hiking, I'm not. I did a lot of hiking in Hawaii. Here, I don't do it much.
Because the view is not as nice as Hawaii.
I just don't like hiking.
She's
like
okay. Yeah.
I don't. Yeah, to be honest, like I just don't like hiking. Yeah, the views made it better,
Yeah.
and
Wow.
yeah, the views made it better in Hawaii, I guess. But I never had
A thing for it.
for hiking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take my dog on a walk, on walks and stuff like that.
Yeah. But you kind of have to, right?
Yeah, I don't have a choice. I don't have a
you-
yard,
you
so
kinda
yeah, I
ha-
have to.
You kind of have to take it for a while.
I'm trying to think. Other than that, I'm trying to. I haven't done this as much the last couple years, but I'm a single guy now living by myself. I want to travel more. I do.
Yeah.
And I've been to a decent amount of places. Like I lived in Hawaii. I've been to Mexico many times. I've been a lot of places over the country, but I want to just do out of the box stuff. Like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Have you ever left the continent?
No.
Like Europe?
No, definitely never been to Europe.
No.
I mean, I've been to Puerto Rico. That's still on North America, though.
Yeah. Well, America.
Yeah,
Like this whole like the whole thing.
No.
Because South America. And
I've never
that's
met. No. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been to. Yeah. I think Canada, Mexico is the farthest I've been. So no, never
Oh,
left
yeah?
the continent.
No.
Yeah. Actually, Hawaii's probably the farthest I've been.
Oh yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but
It's like kind of in the middle.
Yeah.
No, is it even in the middle?
no, it's pretty.
close. It's not so much in the middle, right?
But that's probably yeah. So
Yeah,
no, I've never
the
never left the continent. I really want to go to Asia. and I really want to go to Europe.
you should, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're so into like Asian cuisine, so you definitely have to go.
And Asian women, but yeah.
Yeah, you're into Asian
Yeah,
women.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Is
Oh,
that
yeah.
your thing?
Oh,
Yeah.
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 Sorry, mom.
Why you following?
don't cut that part out.
Okay.
Cut that part out.
Sorry, mom. Like no.
No, cut that part out.
I'll cut it out. Yeah. Oh man, no, I mean Asian women are beautiful, man.
Hawaii changed me. Oh yeah, just food. Yeah, well, that's okay. So growing up in this small town in Colorado. Sorry, can you hear me all right?
Yeah.
I grew up in a high school where the whole school, like 9 through 12 grade, it was like 800 kids, and then my graduating class here in San Diego was like 700. And then so I was kind of in this bubble, I think, growing up.
Okay.
So what I mean by that, like I've changed a lot culturally to like just been exposed to more.
Okay.
Like and just open I lived in my dentist was our mayor growing up. Like I'm not kidding.
Really?
My dentist was our mayor.
Wow.
My kindergarten teacher was also my sister's gymnastics coach. Like it was
What?
It was a small town.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
okay.
it was a small town. Like one of my best friends' dad was the town gynecologist. Like I'm not it was like one of those type of towns.
Yeah.
It's a lot bigger now. It's gotten more commercialized with the ski
Yeah.
resort and stuff. But so yeah, like the moving to Hawaii, I mean coming out here, moving to Hawaii, like that's kind of opened my eyes to different
Cultures, yeah.
culture, not only that, cultures, perspectives, like mindsets, whatever you want,
Yeah.
and just allowed me to kind of Be shut up and listen more to kind of
Yeah.
what's going on around me because I was so used to what was going on around me here.
Yeah.
And now there's a lot more. You know,
That's
you're a small fish in a really big
yeah, the
pond.
world's so big,
Hmm.
you know.
Yeah.
Even yeah, the world's so big, so many things to learn. Yeah, I love I mean, I love like getting exposed to new things. Well, I'm from Mexico,
Uh-huh.
right? So, and I came to the US when I was like 16, 17. Also kind of have like the two perspectives, you know, from trust me, the perspective from in Mexico is way different than the perspective here.
Yep.
You know, even though it's like so close to each other. So yeah, I have fallen in love with. So there's like some cultures that I kind of like influenced by. Obviously Mexican because I'm Mexican. Obviously American because I'm here. I live here. I love this country. You know, and the other one that kind of influences me, like more in like a discipline or mindset way, has been Japan.
Okay. Tell me more.
Would yeah, so it's funny because I started like getting more involved with Japan with classic like anime and all that stuff, right?
Uh-huh.
So I was like, oh okay, Japan. And then I started listening to just Japanese like anime with subtitles, right?
Okay.
And then as a kid, I started getting more and more like interested on that. So I started reading more about the samurais, about the clans, about all of those things. So I just fell in love with it, and I love their mentality because the samurai have these philosophies called kaizen way that pretty much is like constant improvement. So for them, it's like if you're a fisherman, every day you want to work to improve your fisherman skills to like reach perfect. You will never reach perfection, but you will, you know, aim for that.
Yeah.
So
Talking about that, like that number one mindset,
the
right?
number one mindset. So it's like if you, I don't know, if you're, I don't know, like cook, every day you're gonna do your to improve. You know, so that's if you're a samurai, every day you're gonna practice with a sword to improve your skill and become better. Constant improvement. That's what it means.
I like
Kaizen.
that.
Yeah.
Um,
And even that the one that I have here, that the two
that's a
here,
samurai tattoo.
is
See,
that
that's cool.
I just didn't want to put the kanji, Japanese kanji, because I just felt like, well, I'm not Japanese, but I like the philosophy. And
Yeah.
I just put it, you know. So it's like okay, constant improvement, you know.
Well, and it goes. I mean, again, like not being the smartest person in the room, right?
Yeah.
Like if you are the smartest person in the room all the time, you're probably not improving much,
No.
right? Like if you're surrounding yourself by smarter, better, you know, stronger
Yeah.
people, you elevate your game. So golfing, right?
Yeah.
I play golf a lot.
Uh huh.
If I play with someone that's a lot better than me, I actually play better.
Yeah.
If I'm playing with someone that's way worse,
You play worse.
yeah, it's just like that's just kind of
Yeah.
a little bit of a representation of
Wow.
life too, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like I will try just as hard at both,
Yeah.
right? Or, you know, it's
Huh.
just
It does influence you, huh?
It's-
It does. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So that's kind of what I like about Japanese culture. I like other like
no,
Asian
but that's
cultures.
cool. I didn't know that about the like
Yeah.
that samurai kind of approach.
Yeah, so I like other like the other Asian cultures and stuff, and I want to go like all of them, right? But Japanese, you know, Japan is kind of like the one in my heart. You know, I was
Okay.
like, okay, one day I'll be in Japan.
When you've
in
got
a-
you've got
yeah,
a reason to. It's got
exactly.
big influence on your life.
Yeah, I want to go there. I want to like in my like ideally I would like to stay for like maybe a month.
That'd be cool. Like live there.
Live there for a month
Yeah,
and
that'd be
just like
cool.
stay there, you know. That's
Really, because that's how you get the culture.
yeah, man. That is how you kind of get involved with the locals and start trying
Instead of-
practicing my Japanese.
Being a tourist for a week and like going hitting all the favorite spots. Yeah.
Exactly.
yeah.
So and like actually try to like speak Japanese, not just like with reading, because I've been learning a little bit. You
Okay.
know, like I'm not. Don't ask me to say anything because I will not be able
I
to
wouldn't.
do that
I
right
wouldn't.
now.
I wouldn't put you on the spot.
Yeah, I will not be able to do
Not on
that.
a microphone.
I will make it up. You will never know.
I would buy it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've always wanted to be fluent in Spanish. Like I did really well in Spanish class, but like the
Okay.
only way you can learn is by living there and like
Yeah.
being in the like
Involved.
in learning the slang and like learning the
Yeah.
dialect. I've always wanted to do that,
Yeah.
and I think shit, I'd sell a lot more if I knew Spanish here
Yes,
in San Diego
dude,
too.
100%.
Like, yeah.
San Diego is very like Hispanic based. So
We have nine or 10 people on our team. One person is bilingual,
Oh, yeah?
which is shocking to me.
wow.
Yeah, shocking.
that's
It should be a
shocking.
lot more than that.
Yeah, one of my clients, the owner, is learning Spanish. Not because he needs to, he's not because he needs to like to close deals, but he's like, I just want to learn. You know, I want to
I've always
communicate.
wanted to learn. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to communicate.
Yeah.
Is that like when I came here to US, bro? I only knew three colors and say the word car.
Really?
Yeah, I only knew how to say red, white, and blue, and the word car.
Good color choice. Yeah, yeah, nice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah, red, white, and blue, and the
And
word
car?
car. Yeah, so I could say car in three different colors, but that's it.
Yeah. Look at you now, man.
Thanks, man. Yeah, so like I remember that I was in LA and I was with some of my cousins and stuff like that, and they took me to this like party, right? High schoolers, so they were like 30, and they took me there. And I remember that there was like, even though there were Latinos there, Hispanics, Mexicans there, right? There were all kinds of people, but they were a group of like, the Latinos. They were all speaking in English, right? And the only person they spoke Spanish was me. They would just turn into me and talk to me in Spanish, and then go back to their conversation.
And you had no idea what was going on.
I have no idea, bro. I felt so excluded. I was just literally just like there. And if they laughed, I would laugh.
I know that feeling. Yeah, I've been there too. Yeah,
and I would laugh. It's nothing funnier than a Mexican that just laugh when someone is speaking in English. Is like, "Hey, Tony, da da da." Dude, that was me. That was me back then, bro. They will say something in English, and I'm like,
yeah. But you learned, you figured it out. Yeah.
Yeah. So you know what I did?
Huh.
I said like, I hate this. I don't like not understanding what they're saying. So I just.
Did you think they were talking about you?
At times.
Yeah.
At times they were.
Yeah.
At times I thought they were.
Yeah. Yeah, it's an uncomfortable feeling.
Yes, I don't like it. I didn't like it at all. So you know what I did? What I did is like I cut all Spanish media. Like everything, cut it,
And so you just trained your mind.
Pure English, like just English. I didn't take the ESL, English as a second language. I skipped that, and I was just straight to English.
Okay.
It sucked.
Yeah.
It sucked.
Fall on your face, you fail, but.
Yeah, it sucked, but you know what? It helped me because in 6 months, 3 to 6 months, I was like able to talk.
Yeah.
To have conversations. I have like a stronger accent that I have now, and have less like vocabulary, have less words to utilize. But I was having conversation. I remember some of my cousins was like,
"How did you do this?" Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, you're speaking out. Like, what?
But that's the thing. It's like you can learn as much as you want, but you got to just do it.
You just got to do it.
You got to do it.
You got to do it.
And kudos to you, because English is a fucked up language. It's hard.
Tough.
It's like, I don't know what's wrong with us, man. Like,
what's up with the dull and the
all of
TH and the dude? It's just.
That's why, like, I looked when I was learning Spanish. I was like, this shit's way easier than English. Like, what is wrong with us? God,
dude, it's crazy. Funny thing. You know what helped me a lot to learn English? Comedy.
Okay.
Comedy. I used to watch a lot, like stand-up comedy. I used to watch a lot of Family Guy.
That's great American humor.
Yeah, American Dad and all that. South Park.
Yeah. So I grew up 30 minutes from South Park, Colorado.
Oh, really?
It's a real place. It's a shithole.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a terrible
It's
place.
terrible place.
But it's hilarious.
Yeah, dude. If that helped me, it helped me a lot, because when somebody asked me like, okay, what should I like watch, or what should I consume content wise to learn like another language, whatever language it is, my first answer is like, okay, learn, like study, learn like an actual, like get a book, like a class or something, and after that, watch comedy.
Is that because it has like maybe more slang in it, or like why was it comedy, you think?
Because you will submerge in their culture way faster. Comedy is a reflection of what's going on in a society.
I like that. Wow.
So the fastest way to capture and understand another country's humor, or what's going on in their country or society,
is understanding the humor.
Because people make fun of their own self.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's a really cool story.
Yeah, thanks. And so if you pay attention, what is the American comedy? It's all we make fun of each other.
Yeah,
we make fun of race. We make stereotypes.
Yeah,
all kinds of stuff. All kinds of things. We kind of make fun of those things because those are really issues or situations, or maybe not issues, but
they're prevalent
things that are going on currently, or in the past.
Well, then South Park was probably great because they made a new episode every week. With what was going on.
Family Guy was awesome too.
Yeah. That's That's really cool.
Yeah.
I really like that story.
It will help you understand more why, like, let's say if you want to learn Spanish, it will help you understand what's funny to us.
And like why things are the way they are.
The way they are, yeah. So like,
I've never thought about that. Was really cool the way you just put that.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah, thanks, man. Because it helped me a lot to understand United States.
Yeah,
like I understand, like, oh, okay, all kinds of topics. You know, comedians kind of make fun of society.
Yeah,
the society that they live in.
I mean, you can watch comedy and learn all about race.
Yeah,
learn about
religion.
Kanye West.
West.
Yeah, like
celebrities.
Yeah,
religion. All kinds of stuff.
That's cool, man.
You know,
never thought about it.
Yeah,
huh.
It's a great way to kind of not just learn the language, but to submerge in their culture, and that helped me understand a lot United States and Americans.
That's super cool.
Yeah,
I like that.
Helped me a lot. You know, Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, all kinds. You know, Bill Burr.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah. You covered all the bases.
Yeah, all the bases. Nice. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Eddie Murphy. You know, I watched like all of them. Some of them that I'm forgetting their names right now. George Lopez.
Yeah. Oh
you
yeah.
know?
So you cover your timelines. And stuff.
George Lopez helped me understand the Mexicans in here.
See, that's okay. There you go.
You get me?
Yeah.
Like the Mexicans, they were born here.
Yep.
So okay, because we are a little different, not fully, but
yeah,
we Mexicans here, they're born here, they grew up here, like a little more Americanized, right?
Yep. See, Hawaiians liked their Fluffy, Gabriel Iglesias.
Yeah, Fluffy.
Yeah.
Fluffy, I like that Fluffy too. Yeah. Fluffy, dude. I watch all his stand-up comedies.
See, there you go.
So yeah, man, you want to learn whatever language you want to learn, you gotta
obviously learn
the, like, so you can understand, and then when you want to submerge in their culture, comedy is a great tool to understand a society.
Okay.
That's
a good tip. I might learn Spanish this year through comedy.
You should.
Okay.
You should be. You know what? Let's put it on the 75 hard.
Learn Spanish? You think I can learn in 75 days?
Not, but get you going.
Okay. All right.
Oh, I mean, 75 days is like 2 months and a half. You
I have a good foundation.
No, if you have a good foundation already, in 75 days is almost like 2 months and a half, right?
Si yo quiero aprender, I will. Yeah.
Puedo.
Sí, sí. Yo puedo.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
So I've got a little foundation.
Dude, you'll get in 75 days.
Okay.
If you start the 75 days, get like a book or something that's for Spanish, and just take that.
Okay.
Let's take that class.
Let's add it.
You know.
All right.
Yeah,
cool.
let's do it.
I like it.
I'll be your accountability partner.
There. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll send me a message like, hey, I got my book read. You know.
Yeah.
I learned this word today.
What'd you learn today?
What you learned today, buddy?
Yep, exactly. Tell me more.
Tell me more.
Dame.
Give me a sentence.
Yeah, exactly.
Ask for something.
Yep. All right. I like
Don't
that.
just tell Libreria.
Yep.
All
right. I'll add that to the challenge.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Cool.
All right, brother. Oh, man. Well, we've been here for like an hour and a half. Can you believe that?
Huh? I can't. No.
Yeah.
My beer's empty, though.
The beer's empty. Man, well, thank you for coming, man.
This is awesome.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
this is a
really
great
cool.
conversation. You know, man, thank you for coming. I appreciate you taking your time to come here, spend that here with me. Hey, please look at that camera. Just tell them where they can find you, your business, what you do, and how come they can reach you?
Yeah, so my name is Mac Pitts. I work for Paychecks. I cover the San Diego market. You can reach me through Mr. Hernandez here and through Latip. I'd say that's the best way to go. Don't go through corporate. Come to me first.
Directly.
Yeah.
Directly. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching. You guys know what to do. Go to the YouTube channel, like, subscribe, ring that bell. Go follow us on social media. Go follow Mac Pitts on social media as well. Leave him a DM. Tell him how amazing he is, and maybe ask him how he does the fish spear hunting.
Don't ask me. I don't know.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching. See you guys next time. Peace.